This is prasadam. We continue from yesterday, it's okay? Two yes?
It's always okay, man. Whatever is, it's pure.
Bye. Srila Siddha Bani, the instruction or the instruction of Srila Siddha Dev Goswami Maharaj. The daido leaf, with this spirit we should combine and work for real love and beauty. Daido leaf. And beauty will be victorious in the world. Love will be victorious in the world. We will sacrifice everything to see that the banner of divine love will flutter all over the world. For a particle of that divine love will be able to keep peace and distribute peace in all directions. Just as fighting soldiers dedicate everything and give their lives so their countrymen will benefit in the future, we should sacrifice our lives and work to bring real peace for everyone. In Vrindavan, the land of Krishna, the standard of sacrifice is unlimited. Devotees, they are willing to risk everything for Krishna. If that principle of sacrifice is enthroned, then peace will automatically follow. This is what we don't like to hear, but we read. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, you must not desire respect from anyone or even from the environment itself. At the same time, you must give prestige to everyone and everything in the environment according to its position. Show respect, but don't desire any respect from outside. We must be very particular about this. For pride is our hidden enemy, our worst enemy. Pride. If we can somehow avoid to conquer this enemy, we'll be able to enter into the slave area of Krishna and join those who have given their lives wholesale in sacrifice to him. Never seek position or prestige from any quarter. At the same time, give honor to one and all, according to your understanding. So this I meant we will be able to enter into the slave area of Krishna. I cannot imagine now, actually, how my conception of how I see things may be different from the people in the Western world, especially. Now, of course, in Vrindavan may be a little different. But to speak such words, I wonder that anybody looks in the YouTube or hears this thing. Because nobody wants to become slave. Nobody wants to give up. But still there are some madmen there who are hearing this. I saw from when we did last, like there are 200, at least they clicked on. It's not say they hear it.
1 second is better than nothing.
I don't know all these things, but so anyway, this is a knowledge what can be understood only by devotees who have reached a certain plane, certain level of spirituality, or the great desire to find out what is what and what we are doing here, where we are going, and what is life means at all in this world. If this is only, I think the madness is on the other side. Running the whole life, working like a madman, only for money, and then on the end, you have to leave everything. Everything is taken away, including the body, family, everything. Is this not a kind of madness also? One can see it from two sides. Yeah. One can see, taking birth, as we said, means that now life starts, now the real, we have come and now our life is beginning. But you can also say, when I take birth, now death starts. Every day I come more close to death. It is the same. One cannot differentiate. One should understand. But is this logic?
This is two perspectives.
Yes.
Yes. How they are looking on this. Could
Yep.
be both of them.
It's just when you think life starts, then you have to get the consequences. You have to pay with that. If you would understand that now death starts, then you think that from the beginning of this bodily conception of birth up to the end, it is all illusory or imagination. It is not a real thing. For us it seems long time, 100 years or 50, 60 years. But you have to just compare with the lifetime of the demigod. Or what to say of Brahma. It's millions of years. Just blinking of the eyes of Brahma is for us our life is finished.
Even this body is not made to stay long time.
No, I speak from the body, from the bodily conception. So this is easily to defeat if one can catch the sense. Then in the next, Srila Sridhar speaks that we should not try to approach Radha Govinda directly. What he means with this. As much as you surrender to the lotus feet of Sri Gauranga, you will find yourself safely situated in the service of Radha Govinda. Don't try to approach Radha Govinda directly. If you do, there may be some difficulty. But the lotus feet of Sri Gauranga will take you there safely. So this means we should never forget Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Yuga avatar for this age of Kali. By his mercy and by meditating about him, he excuses many mistakes we perform or we are making in the process of approaching. Approaching Radha Govinda directly is a dangerous thing. Either we are approaching the illusion, Maya, Radha Govinda, and if we are a little serious, we have to be very careful and always need the protection of Lord Chaitanya Nityananda. Otherwise, offenses may appear, or we may make offenses, and these offenses destroy our spiritual understanding, our spiritual life. Just do your duty, don't worry about circumstances. So the environment, circumstances around us is not dead. An overseer is there, just as the sun is over our heads. Every action is under our guardian's eye. This is the shloka we should chant every day after putting tilak or after having done morning ajaman. This Om Dat Vishnu Paramambadam Sada Pashyandi Suryo Diviva Chakshuradatam Tat Vipraso Vipanyavo Chakimamsa Saminati Vishnu Yat Paramambadam. So an overseer is there, just as the sun, Surya Yaho, over our heads. Every action is under the guardian's eye. So if one comes to this level that he always feels the eye like the sun on the sky, sun is 24 hours in the sky. It's just darkness. We should not think like this. It is meant the sun. It's like an eye. He can see everything. It's just a saying. Even if it's dark, the Lord's eyes can see everything. Every action is under the guardian's eyes. So we should approach any duty thinking, my guardian's eye is always vigilantly watching over me, seeing everything I am doing and whatever is happening to me. I need not worry about this environment or circumstances. So the scripture Bhagavatam says, don't worry about the environment. Do your duty, concentrate fully on what you are doing, and in no time you will be relieved of the black box of the false or material ego, and will join in the universal flow of dancing and chanting, singing and rejoicing. You will gain entrance into the lila of the pastimes of the Lord. But this is very simple, it seems, according to speaking, but it is a long way to go to attain such a level, to join in the universal flow of dancing, chanting, singing, rejoicing. You will gain entrance in the lila or pastimes of the Lord. Any question or any comments on this? Now, topic is very important also. We may think that devotion may earned by spending money, by using one's son or wife for the cause of devotion. I am helping my wife to go on with devotional activities, so I shall get benefit. Or I am utilizing my son for devotional purpose, then by this I shall acquire devotion. Or my shishya, my disciple, is becoming good devotee, so as a guru I must get something through him. These things are not real devotion. Dan shishya are only bodily thoughts. By giving money to the devotees, by helping the devotees, I shall get some benefit, but this is not Shuddha Bhakti. It may be Sukriti, but not pure devotion. This is because money or this or the other things are not belong to you. To do misidentification, you falsely think that you are a master of this or that. So your whole self should be devoted. This is an important point also. When we think this real rich men living there, they think they are rich, this is their money. So when they give whatever they may give, they are expecting, of course, something in return. But they have the wrong understanding that actually nothing belongs to them. They just got it because of their past activities. They get money, they get nice or bad situations in this material world according to their past. Money does not mean that I am happy. Arjuna, what do you say? You're very happy?
By the association of devotees, I'm more happy than by money. Money causes actually mental stress.
You cannot buy money with get new feet to get up the stairs. You cannot buy these things. Everything belongs to him anyway. So if one gives, then he gives just in return. One should get back to Krishna without expecting anything. This is then it turns into Shuddha, and pure. So what did Ambarish Maharaj do? He was a king, but he did not try to earn devotion by money. Bharat Maharaj was very young and he went to earn devotion. Not that they try to earn devotion through money. It is difficult to accept this. Money cannot buy devotion, but it helps those of lower class. They can get some money, some energy from this plane and utilize it for the service of the devotees. And the lowered, then they can get some Sukriti, but not Shuddha Bhakti. Shuddha Bhakti demands that you are his slave, and that he may want you, and that you are his slave, and as he may want you to serve him, you must do that. Then you can rise up to the standard of Shuddha Bhakti. Is that clear? Very?
Theoretically it's clear. To apply is not so easy.
Yes. Anyway, it's, in this world, one may have millions or whatever currency there is. And if one has just a small shop, like I met Amara today.
Amara?
Yeah. Yes. Somebody knows him?
From burning the one?
No, no,
Or
no.
this one here?
This, yeah, yeah.
I'm getting also.
Yeah. His house looks now terrible. But he has invited us. The rooms seem better. He's just throwing away old things. He thinks also he is rich. And for him, to give something is also the same result. Or I can give millions if I have it. But for him, if he gives a little, it is the same thing. It has the same sukriti. He may get the same sukriti because he has not much, but he gives some part of it. And those who have much, they give bigger part. But this result will be the same, sukriti. We will get from this. But all this is not Shuddha Bhakti. Some Sukriti, but not Shuddha Bhakti. Shuddha Bhakti demands that you are his slave. As he may want you to serve him, you must do that. Then you can rise up to the standard of Shuddha Bhakti. Everybody knows what Shuddha Bhakti means? Who does not know?
Shuddha Bhakti? It's pure devotion.
Shuddha means pure, yes. Shuddha Bhakti, yes. Yeah. Shuddha Bhakti. You do not know. Also not. Also, Dokshata does not know, but he is quite.
I was reading it one time now. I was reminded.
I know Mishra Bhakti.
Yes. Yes, it's. I mean, it is. You also must always understand that we are hearing from pure devotee, Shuddha Bhakta. So what we hear is not that we can just project on ourselves or on ordinary devotees. It is just that he gives the essence, yeah. He gives the goal where we have to go. Because if I say Mishra Bhakti is also good, next time I continue, next lifetime. And I may get a bigger company next lifetime. Now you are attached to, then you will be more attached. This is not a thing, but Srila Sridhar says it as it is, you know. Who wants to become a slave? Nobody wants this. We need slaves for ourselves.
We are slaves anyway.
Of course, but the illusion of this material world is very tricky. Krishna is very tricky. He let us believe that we are the masters. That I am the big. This is the illusion, but it will not help us in the spiritual to attain Shuddha Bhakti. This we always have to consider. And when we come to the essence, then it is very painful for us when we have to make a step out of our normal life, what we think, we are getting attached to our environment, to our position and situations. To just make a step out and go further. This is the difficult part. He's telling now just the result, what will be. but the way how to get out or how to distance yourself from this illusory or imaginary world, this is very difficult. And for this we need a living devotee, pure devotee, who can, according to our level where we are, he can give us some help that we can step out from this. Of course, we have to, some of it will take many lifetimes, some less, and very rarely somebody will be able to do this in one lifetime or 2 lifetimes. This is nothing, 1, 2 lifetimes. 10 lifetimes is nothing compared in the eternity. Oh, hi. Chaitanya, Chaitanya. Radhe, Radhe. What time?
26, Maharaj.
26. If you have some question on it that I'm not going over too directly. Is there a back door or some way I can escape? Or some easy way?
Shortcut.
Doctor, you sit here.
I'm fine. Please go ahead. I'm fine.
No question. How can we? You have many questions, but you are.
I don't want to disturb just others.
One thing we must always keep in mind is that we can investigate all of the subtle higher knowledge as a subjective researcher. This 1, 2 lines is this, but it is saying so much. Because mostly of us, we think we are the searchers, we are the subject. And when I discover it, then I found it. Then I get it. But this is a wrong approach. We must always keep in mind is that we can investigate all the subtle higher knowledge as a subjective researcher. These are the jnanis. So many devotees, those who are specially talented to remember so many philosophical the Shastras, but they are searching for the real thing. But as a subject, you will not, because if this would be possible, then one day then everybody could enter the Vaikuntha. But Vaikuntha you can only enter when? If I have learned and studied all the books and all the all knowledge about spiritual or material, whatever, then you stay on the doorway, Jaya and Vijaya. Now I know all these books. I know how it works. So please open the door now. Is it really like this? It will not be like this. What is this? What is saying? Jnana Shunya Bhakti. Before you want to enter there, you have to give up that you are the searcher. That all knowledge. This actually, Guru Maharaj told me. This is my first question, and he told me this. I was standing in the door and outside, and we came just back from Jamuna Puja, and I asked Gurudev, there are only few devotees there, how can I become a servant of the Lord? How can I become purified? Then he told me, forget everything what you have learned, whatever you have studied, whatever you know about spiritual life, he told me even. Whatever you have heard, you forget everything. You kick out. This is what this was his answer. Jnana Shunya Bhakti. All what you now have assembled in all their many lifetimes, kick it out. It is useless. It is just remembrance of your mundane life here, and the other things in the subtle level, subtle or higher knowledge. So if you investigate on this level, then we will not attain Vaikuntha like this, because we want to go there on our own strength. I know now. Then you enter Vaikuntha with all your Shastra knowledge, and then you quote Srimad Bhagavatam. They will look at you. What you're speaking here?
But who can enter there?
No, just this is just let's say it would be possible, you know. This was I speaking just the last yesterday maybe, that some want to distribute Bhagavad Gita on the Radha Kund to so many saints. They are by birth they will never attain this level they had in this life, what they have from the birth on, because they are not ordinary souls. Even you see they're making dandavats. Who will do this in the West? Some, I know from some, they did Parikram Dandavat, whole Govardhan. But now he told me very proud, but now I have not heard from him or not seen him since 20, 30 years. But this is not how we can approach the transcendental plane. The transcendental plane is something, it is not only externally, we have to internally, we have to give everything to the Lord. He is my master, he is everything. And I am just a tool. I act and speak like he wants me to. And the real, pure soul, he is not speaking, but is not coming from by the Lord's advice. So rather according to the degree of our Sharanagati, our surrender, the truth will come down to make himself known to us. So surrender, as you say, this is the main key, yes. So we must always remember this, otherwise some spirit of imitation will be created in us. Knowledge of higher domain is not under the restriction of the intellect. And to think so is very dangerous. Intellectualism is dangerous. It will cause us to think that we have caught the infinite. It will be negligence to the infinite characteristic. The infinite aspect of the Lord. He is adoksaja. Adoksaja, what is the meaning? What say the adoksajas?
You cannot get with your material senses.
He is adoksaja, beyond the grasp of academic research. You cannot get by either mind or intellect. You cannot understand. This is adoksaja, one name of the Lord. And it speaks very nice about Lord Chaitanya. Krishna consciousness should be enthroned above all other conceptions. All other conceptions are meant to be subservient to Krishna consciousness. The ideal of Vrindavan, Krishna's abode, is above all other ideals. In theistic comparison, the conception of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Leela is above all other conceptions. There the ism reaches its zenith. That is our highest goal, and step by step that should be explained throughout, accepted and preached. So this sounds like we are the only real one. But it is not meant, it is like this. Because the conception of God is given in all the religions except Buddhism. They have no God. On some other Mayavad, in this form, they are not. But the most intimate, or most close relation one can attain is explained in the Vedas, Bhagavatam, and the Upanishad. That's because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Leela is above all other conceptions. Even the conception, some say, even above the conception of Vrindavan. In Vrindavan, when this conception appears, when Radharani and Krishna always together here in Vrindavan. But sometimes in the end, when Krishna became elder, Radharani, even she was next to him, she did not realize, or she could be disturbed, because Madhu Mangala said, I chased away this Madhu. Madhu means bee or Hummel eigentlich, bumblebee. So Radharani understood Madhusudan, he has chased away. And she became, even her head was lying on the feet of Krishna. She became almost maddened because she thought he's gone. Where is he gone? Where is he gone? Where's my Madhusudan? Where is he gone? So after this, Krishna's Leela turned. Then Akrura came, and Kamsa, he wants to see Krishna. He wants to kill them actually, Krishna, Balaram. So they went out of Mathura. He said he will come back, but he did not come back. He went afterwards to Dwarka. But these are different Leelas. This highest Leela is Vrindavan, most intimate. In Mathura he has no intimate. He killed the demon Kamsa, Melon. And Dwarka was again further away, not so intimate. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he came in the mood of Srimati Radharani. And he constantly, Vrindavan, he was in Vrindavan, but he constantly feel this separation of Radharani. Even they were one together. Gadadhara, he stole the heart of Gadadhara, who was Radharani. And Radharani in one person, so Radharani was searching for Krishna, and Krishna searching for Radharani. This mood is called the mood of separation, Vipranamba. It is very intense, and some they even think that it's higher than the Vrindavan, Sambhoga. Meeting together with Krishna is the highest, or Radharani. Krishna meeting with Radharani and the gopis. They think this is the highest, but Mahaprabhu gave something that is even more high. He feels separation. He appeared as a devotee. He wants to know how the devotees feel when they feel separation from the Lord. All these intimates, they appeared with him. And Mahaprabhu himself, he practiced and he showed this in the last 24 years in Puri, mainly in the house of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Many Bhastan, Chaitanya Charitamrita, we have to read there. So I know some devotees, they are appreciating this even, or see this even higher than the Vrindavan Lila. This is, because of this is not found in any religion. In any of these religions we find in this world, in the material world. Because there is no mentality, I give you something when you give me something. Here everything is business. We go to the church, to the mosque, we go to the temples in India. 90% from those who come to our temple, they are Kamakantis. They go to God, please give me. 99.9. You are extreme. They want to make business with God. They do not want to serve Him. They don't want to give Him anything. And when they give something, then they want something in return. This is the mentality. This is what we call in Bhagavatam, it's called Ketavadharma, cheating religion. So we make God our servant. We go to God, I give Him few paisa, or no, paisa was 20 years, 30 years ago. Now we have rupees. Or euro. And their list of desires is not short. Please make my father healthy again, and all kind of desires we have. But they want us that we serve, that God serves us. God should be our servant. He is responsible that I am here. He has created everything. Me also, this they can accept eventually. But if he has me created, then he has to also look for me, maintain me, give me what I want. I know so many different philosophies go there. But I have not, God had not created my life here. This he has given his free will to the jivas, to the souls. So whatever we're going through, this is homemade. This is our activities, our past activities we get now. It could be logically understood. It could be like this. It is better description as the materialists have. And they are speculating about these things. But this knowledge is given thousands, millions of years ago when Brahma created. It was already given to them for those who are understood, for those who were fit to go back home. Can we stop here? Those questions or not? And comments? You challenge me, please. Someone has something to write.
Maharaj, sorry, but it's a little bit mad, but my mind always finding some excuse, but or another way of philosophy where I feel comfortably than what you repeating from Bhakti Saraswati Thakur.
I'm repeating.
You reading Bhakti
Srila Siddha Maharaj, but it's no difference.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's coming from Bhakti Saraswati.
So what is the question again, please?
Question is like, I cannot it's so difficult for me like to accept that not philosophy, that truth what speaking Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, and mind always like when you speaking finding some excuse or another kind of philosophy where I feel comfort.
You want to hear philosophy where you feel comfortable? Yes? I tell you, there's one planet in this world. There are only lusty ladies there. They're waiting for you. They will eat you up. You can enjoy it so much. Yes, a good goal.
Could you recommend one book about Sharanagati? Because this Sharanagati is, as we heard, the price to enter slave consciousness.
Yes, Guru Maharaj in his last lecture in Vienna, he asked me, bring one book. He said, you have the book from Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Sharanagati. You bring. It's the most important book. Bhaktivinoda Thakur has given a perfect Sharanagati understanding or realization, what he realized. It is. His songs are very deep. And Sharanagati especially, this is, it's not easy available because I got it, I don't remember.
We bought Maharaj this book in Srila Maharaj Martin Navadi.
Yeah.
3 years ago.
3 years ago?
And we were in
Uh-huh, okay. Yeah. It's not easy. I have not seen it here.
Books of Srila Maharaj are not so easy to get. They're not all available.
No.
I found one, Loving Search for the Lost Servant.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Where?
in the Raspi Arena.
Oh, you found it.
I bought it, of course.
I wanted this also. We have it, but I want some that we keep for the library. Because it is the first book I was reading, Loving Search for the Lost Servant. And this changed a lot. I was so impressed. I was reading it constantly for months, from beginning to end.
Du hast das Vorwort geschrieben, oder? Hast du einen Teil des Vorworts geschrieben?
No, this was Shudhir Maharaj. I know him. When I joined, he was in Austria temple responsible. So Shudhir Maharaj, his name was, Rohini may remember perhaps, Dhira Krishna Swami. But he went later on to Srila Sridhar Maharaj. And yes, er hat das Ganze auch überhaupt geschrieben, das vom recorded, from tape recorder. This time we had only tape recorders, not this high tech. Very simple. Guru Maharaj was not liking even tape recorder, he said. No devotee should have tape recorder. He also said, no watches. Devotees should not have watches.
Watches?
Yeah. So it was the old school. I am a little old school, but not so old, but I am also I would not allow these things if you are but we cannot stop this. We have to. Now we see slowly this technique is taking over. We become like robots. Our opinion, our minds is following what they are bringing there. This is the reality, I think. The young people now have no life experience, and they are fighting for this green, how they call it? Climate crazes, you know. You know, a 15-year-old, what is Thunberg or something, Swedish, what she knows about these things. You know, when some older people say who have experience and who have knowledge about it, they say this always happens. Grönland, you know, it's called Grönland, but the original was Greenland. So there was no snow there, it was green. This was, it always changes. In nature you cannot change anything. It's not under the control of us. They want to change nature. They want to change a pandemic. They want to heal it, but what did they do? They make a chaos. If the humans want to be God or play God, then they're just very dangerous. You should be very careful. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Srila Siddhadev Goswami Param Gurudev Nitya Leela Pravishtam Vishnupada Paramahamsa Adhikacharya Srimad Bhakti Siddhadev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Srila Gurudev Nitya Leela Pravishtam Vishnupada Paramahamsa Adhikacharya Astota Satasi Srimad Bhakti Vaibhavapuri Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Gaura Premanandi Manchakalpatarubhya Smakita Sindhu